we're recording. 20 seconds.
Make sure you do the clap.
What did you clap?
We clap at 1 minute.
Okay,
Or
got
you,
you.
or you can do the 3, 2, 1 clap.
You're gonna intro it, so we're good. I just gotta talk about my planner. And you guys have questions, right?
I actually
Make sure you sound loud.
We lead the way and we go with it. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Clap. Good. Wait a second. Oh, hey guys, how'd y'all get there? Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 3 of Power to You. Today we're going to be talking about organization. We have a very special guest with us, 12th grader Angela Cifuentes.
Hi.
So we're going to get right into this. So, Angela,
Yes.
have you always used a planner?
No, I have not always used a planner.
No. When did you start using it?
I started using a planner when I got into IB.
Do you, I guess, like regret not using it?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I feel like maybe I would have been slightly less stressed out if I would have used one before.
Yeah.
However, I'm someone who typically does stay on top of my assignments, so
Yeah.
I didn't have any, things that I didn't get done.
Just reflecting on your friends, would you say everybody is able to not use a planner?
No.
Okay. So this is a recommendation for everybody, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you started using your planner, what changes did you see once you started IB? Correct.
Well, as you can see, I have my own individual planner. So initially, when I started off, I had this planner. But different systems work for everybody. I didn't particularly like the hour-by-hour structure that we have in this planner.
Basically like this.
Yes, exactly. I kind of felt like it was a little overwhelming to me, but I know some people who really do enjoy having very exact structure. I, on the other hand, don't particularly like that. I like kind of like a fluid structure because I do know I will get through every single task that I have in my planner.
Gotcha. I know I like to use this, but it's because I'm not in like one certain class and I'm not transitioning around. So I guess it does come like according to your needs. So can you walk us through like your planner?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let me just show you one of I think my busier month that I had. The month of September, I had a big trip that I was taking. I went to Bryn Mawr, I went to a flying program, and so there was going to be a lot of assignments that I needed to have like on different deadlines and stuff. So
Yeah.
this really helped me understand like what day I had to pack that day, and I also had like some people's birthdays and things like that. And so this part right here in my planner where it's just the month, I feel like it's a lot more unstructured in some ways because it's just the important events that are happening, not so much hour by hour or any sort of task that I need to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to ask you like, okay, do you plan how much time you're gonna study or things like that? But I guess that's like in a different section.
Yes,
correct?
yes.
So again, to clarify what you just said, whenever you see a big picture like a month, you just like point out this is happening this day.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My question is, I know you mentioned deadlines, for example, yak retreat. If there's any preparation prior that you need to do you plan it on this calendar?
No, I don't plan on this. I plan it separately on a different part. Well, this was for this month actually, this is January, but I plan it separately over here. So this was last week's. I knew for example, yes, I did have, Martin Luther King Day off, but I also knew that I had to finish my art project that day. So, different little things like that. There are certain tasks that need to be done that are separate from what's actually happening that day.
Gotcha. So pull over to your January calendar really quick. I'm just gonna use it like as an example to set up this little format. So let's go through week number 2. I think this was last week, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed you said day off. If you didn't put that, would you come to school?
No.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just making sure, so I'm just gonna scratch this out. Okay, we got day off for MLK. Sweet. Tuesday, what did you got?
I was gonna go to a basketball game after school
You know what time that was?
from 5:30 to 6:30.
Gotcha. 5:30 to 6:30, so I just basketball. Beautiful. And the rest of school, we know that obviously, right? Friday, what did you have?
Friday I had softball tryouts.
And they started right after school.
Yep.
Softball. What time did they finish at?
They finished at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So I'm just gonna draw some arrows to make sure that we spread it down. And so just like that, I kinda have my week organized. Obviously, what other things would we have to plan?
Your assignments, so that's very important.
Okay, so let's say we got English homework. How long does it take you usually to do some homework?
So recently actually in IB we've had English every night, so I feel like this is a really important tool that I think everyone should use. So as you can see over here, I have my day-to-day tasks whatever I do per day. I have to do a mind map, so I wake up early, I have Scholar Parliament. But over here on this top bar right here, I have lit readings and I have math study, or lit recordings. These two at the top right here, I put them here for a specific reason. It shows that I have to do them every single day.
Gotcha.
Instead of, being a little bit tedious and writing them for every single day, I have them up here just to know that I have it for the whole entire week.
So every day, I'm just gonna put read 10 minutes. That might differ for different grade levels. Definitely what you put on top. You don't wanna write, you wanna be efficient basically. So don't waste time making sure that you're completely organized. Now with this, you said that it solves your problems, correct? Are you taking this into college?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you differentiate it in any way? Would you like do it on a computer or something like that?
Yeah, actually, when my biology teacher, Miss McCloskey, she has her own personal calendar that she handwrites. Then she has another calendar that she has on, it's like the Google Calendar.
Yeah.
So it's connected to her laptop and it's also connected to her phone and her Fitbit or, her little watch. So she's very planned out and, she color
Yeah.
codes and things like that. So I think I maybe like to start doing things electronically.
Okay. Would you completely get rid of the paper planner though?
No, actually, it's weird because some people really like to take electronic notes. I'm not really good at taking electronic notes. I like to handwrite my things.
Yeah.
So I do enjoy handwriting my planner.
Nice. Well, I feel like you completely guided us. I mean, the big picture, when you have a big calendar, you just want to point out key events,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Whenever you narrow it down to the week, what are some key things that you want to write down?
You want to write down your different assignments that you have to do, little reminders. Like, for example, today I had to wake up at 5 because I had to finish something for history class.
Those are good
So,
days.
yes.
Good days. And so finally, you would completely recommend that you do not get rid of these things. I know some people really need paper, like yourself. Some people are just electronic, like shout out Mr. Oliveira. But it's whatever works best for you. Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you would want to maybe communicate to our viewers right now?
Your teachers do help you if you need help with planning. I know that Ms. McCloskey has helped a lot of students organize their different weeks and stuff like that. And so, yeah, you can ask for help if you really need help with planning.
Absolutely. So again, guys, ask your teachers. Use your planners especially. We're again trying to remind you that you have the power to graduate from here and hopefully go to college. But again, if you have any topics that you want discussed, maybe covered in the future, let your teachers know. Let me know if you see me in the hallway. But really, wish you the best. This is Mr. V, signing out.